How to make a makeshift studio. First of all, you'll want to plan everything ahead of time. That helps a lot. You'll want a pretty blank background that's not distracting whatsoever. It would be great to have your own backdrop, but I wouldn't expect anyone to have anything like this. So just a wall is okay. When you put your subject, make sure there's a little bit of room up top. Make sure your subject has enough room in the middle. There's room on the sides. You can also have them at an interesting angle like that. Make sure there's not too much room around you, otherwise it's a little weird. Make sure there's not things sticking up out of their heads either. Make sure you have a tripod, otherwise you'll have a shaky shot. When it comes to lights, I got these lights, these bulb holders or whatever they're called, work lights from Home Depot for a few bucks. I just use those. It's good to use a makeshift setup. Don't think too much or don't spend too much money on expensive lights. They're daylight temperature. Also remember that there's probably daylight coming through your window. So I always find it best to control your light like that. And then make sure you're aware if you have any lights on in the room you're working on and how that will affect the color balance and everything. And so I'm going to sit down right here, and that's without the overhead light. This is with the overhead light. It's a little bit warmer, as you can see. A little difference in color temperature there, but you can deal with that in post. So I like this best so the lighting is just consistent all around. I have lights, as you saw, on either side to balance it out. It's always good to have a piece of white paper where you're shooting at so you can determine the white balance either in camera with your custom white balance feature, or if you do it in post in Premiere. So yeah, it's always good to have some form of white, so I always bring a white piece of paper to it. Okay. And then you might want some B-roll where it's just the person talking from a different angle, just to add some more interest to it. And then a microphone, that would be super helpful, especially if you're going to be talking or you want your subject to talk. So yeah.